Shalom, giving all praise to Yahweh Bashem Al Shai Bashem Rukah Kodash. Shalom to the 144,100 and the rest of the elect out there. Shalom to you all. And I'm going to entitle this video, Yo, this is a bad look. So this is a video. Vocab Malone, white comedian, joins Hebrew Israelites, and I believe they're ISUPK. Could they be? Or some other group. So we'll just watch. I just watched some of it, but I said, this is not a good look. I pulled it back to when this guy is a comedian. He said he wanted to Edomite Irish that wanted to join this camp. Like I said, I don't know if this is ISUPK. Okay, it is ISUPK. Like I said, the title of the video was Yo, this is a bad look. So watch, listen.
If you haven't been paying attention so far, I want you to pay attention now. By the way, Radar, let's do a response to Tovia. Text me your schedule. Let's do it this week, my brother. Shout out to everybody else in here. Let's get some super chats going. Here we go.
You Irish, right?
Yes, sir.
Irish are criminals. Irish are gang bangers. That's what Irish are known for. They said Irish was indentured servants. Can you believe it? They were slaves. You know what Irish did? Irish owed them debt to come to the new world.
Yeah.
And after they was free from their debt, you know what they did? They bought
We
slaves.
fought.
They bought real slaves. That's what the Irish did. And they were still poor. You know how they got out of poverty? They killed and murdered until they get out of poverty. Because if you want the American dream, you have to do what all other immigrants do that's not Hispanic.
Okay. It's already starting off funny. So JT Kelly is the white guy in purple. He's saying he is an Israelite and he is in the ISUPK. And he proceeds in the video acting as if he is already joined. So he's standing with them. It's some good satire, I must say. He devotes himself to the character. That's really what makes the skit work. And so they're...
Notice, first of all, they feel free to stereotype Irish. So people that are not on their chart, they can just characterize them stereotypically. Imagine if someone said this about someone on the 12 tribes chart, some stereotype. Would that be acceptable? It's not acceptable no matter what. And you listen to these guys yelling out there in the corner. It's not godly. This is carnal. It's favoritism. You know, this guy's boring. He's scratching his eye or something. Probably gonna get pink eye, brother. Now, forget about the Irish question for a second. If your last name's McDonald, don't get all up in arms about this part. The point is the unbridled racism that's ungodly from men who say they're prophets, okay? That's the real problem, regardless of what group they're picking on. Then he makes the silly claim that the only way to do the American dream is you gotta rob, kill, except for the native, except for the indigenous, except for the Latino. If all other immigrants did that. Their view of life in the world is so extremely carnal. You know? It certainly is. I mean, I'm not a Roman Catholic, but look at Mother Cabrini. Have you ever seen her story on Angel Studios? She didn't do any of that. She was a real immigrant, Mother Cabrini.
That's kill to get your way to the top. We need to rise against the bourgeois. Who?
Shut up! Yo, this is my favorite part, probably. Yo, so... You've got a kid who's got to be college miseducated, right? And he comes in, right? he goes, hey man, we got to rise up against the bourgeois. This is just pure Marxist speak. If you don't know what bourgeois is, the idea is it's those who hold capital and that are oppressing the common labor by an unfair system, okay? And so here's what he's doing. We got to rise up against the bourgeois. And the guy, JT Kelly, he jumps at the chance to prove his bona fides. Before UPK can say anything, imminently aggressive, which makes it so funny. He goes, "Shut up, white boy!" And his voice is so like piercing and nasally and like stereotypically white. It makes it actually funnier because he's not really, he's yelling, but he's not really trying to do an affect for the most part. And so this is funny to me. I don't know how you could watch this. We should have 100 people plus easy watching this because this is some funny stuff. Ham Sunshine with the first 2 super chats of the day. You get the Glockenspiel. Thank you, brother. Vocab is a good straight man. Thank you. I know what you mean, and I hope everyone else does too. Vocab needs a co-host that is a good color man. He means like Laurel and Hardy, Three Stooges, old vaudeville, but not that kind of vaudeville. I would love to have that as well. Although I'm sitting here laughing, and you're saying I'm the straight. Right? I think I need the straight guy, the one to play off. These are comedic terms. If you don't understand, this has nothing to do with sexuality, people. Ham Sunshine, and we understand comedy. Okay.
What the American dream you have to do what all other immigrants do that's not Hispanic. And that's kill to get your way to the top. We need to rise against the bourgeois.
Shut up, Edomite! Shut up, white boy! Kiss my boot, white boy! Howard, white boy!
White violence. That's what those are the violent people on earth. Those are violent. See, look,
Hey, so first of all, everything about this is funny. If you're not laughing, we need to rise up against the bourgeois. The who? He doesn't know what he's saying. First of all, that makes it funny too because he doesn't know the Marxist terms. JT Kelly knows what he's saying, but he just responds with, "It's my boot, my boy," and then he doesn't close up on his boot. He puts it out. Now, I bet that was a post shot, but it was an after shot, but it was a perfect choice. And then when he says, "Look, white on white violence," they're saying, "Look how violent." He's trying to use this, white on white crime, like he's being violent towards his fellow white man. And when he says it, they're thinking it's going to throw him off the EPK, but JT Kelly plays perfect the role. He claps along with it. It's so perfect. And then he tries to hand him a flyer. And if you look at the flyer, he put Irish on one of the 12 tribes. He wrote it in pen over it. He's handing him the flyer. It's an altered UPK flyer. Like he's proselytizing for it.
No, I don't.
You might have seen the video of me with the Black Hebrew Israelites street preaching recently. If you aren't familiar with this group, you might have seen them in pretty much any major city on the street corner, screaming hatred against interracial marriage and white people in general.
If you ain't Black, Hispanic, or Native Indian, you should not be having relations with people outside of your nation, man.
Right.
With the other races. Interracial relationships is sin.
Have you ever seen those names before? Judah, Benjamin, Levi? Okay, so which one belongs to you?
I don't know.
Because you're not a Jew.
That's right.
Absolutely not. Let me tell you, a white man put his hand forth and shaking his hand with the Native Indians and everybody else. You think I'm a shaking hand with a lion-ass white boy? That's absolutely not. Because el hombre blanco es el diablo de la Santa Biblia.
I live in Austin, where they street preach.
He just said that the white man is the devil.
All these guys in the ISUPK are the same spirit. It's the same spirit. Yeah, this is not a good look. This is why you got to teach. You teach. You go into the scriptures and you teach. See, when people come up and ask you questions and they're not questions to edify other people or the audience, the people that's watching you on YouTube, it's just madness.
So this is in Austin. So JT Kelly is narrating specifically ISUPK Austin. So here we go.
Every single Friday night, so I got the opportunity to see them live in person and hear a little bit about their core message.
The white man, the white woman are the devil, and the Bible speaks of that.
The Lord is going to destroy America with thermonuclear warfare.
As someone who's been in a couple high-control groups,
Now, I don't know what this is, but was JT Kelly really in a cult at some point in his life? I'd be curious to hear more about the story. So he also knows some of the terminology. It's terminology to say high control group. So UPK clearly is a terminology. No doubt about that. That is true. So he knows the terminology for cults to describe sociological functions of cults. Now, let's see what he says next. Give me cancer, nobody around. That's a weird shirt, bro. He's got his Circle K cup. That's Circle K Big Gulp with his mic attached to it.
I definitely like the idea of not only being radicalized, but knowing exactly who my enemy is and how to fight them. I reached out to Gadai, the priest of the ISUPK Austin, and him and a couple of his officers came out and agreed to do a podcast.
So he brings in UPK to do a podcast with him, and some pure shenanigans is going to happen. In fact, I think I need to change I want to change this so you guys can see more of the screen, because I'm worried you're not going to be able to see enough of the screen. And so I'm going to move some stuff.
This is why you don't go on these shows, because you never know what's going to happen on the show. Whether they're going to make mockery. And this guy's clearly a comedian. You don't go to these shows. You don't go to the news shows. You don't go to nothing, man. You know, the bottom line is we control the narrative.
For rounds, so you guys can definitely see more of the screen. I'm going to change the dimension. Okay, watch this. This gets pretty wild.
As prison officer that I'm one of the ISUPK, we just believe that.
I like also the fact that hardcore One Last Hebrews lights go to Starbucks.
Turn off the volume. Hi, this is.
It's latte there, you know? This is a Bad News podcast, by the way. Bad News podcast 23. And hopefully, you know, you can check out the full thing. Again, it's not Christian content, but it's definitely entertaining.
Hispanics and Native Indians descend from the 12 lost tribes of the nation of Israel. We tell our white people, we've seen the crimes that your forefathers committed. Now, every white person wants to say, I ain't my ancestors. I ain't my forefathers. You reap the benefits of your forefathers.
Sure.
So why shouldn't you just reap the judgment of your forefathers?
Hey, Captain, you say that your ancestors, all right, they went into idolatry and all kinds of sin, right? And that's why the curses befell Israel, right? That's your claim. So shouldn't you get judged and payment that's never ending as well for the crimes of your supposed ancestors, right? Shouldn't they? Or it doesn't work that way, huh? Come on now. You see what I'm saying? Everyone has to pay for everyone that all their ancestors did, or just non-Israelites?
If you don't want to reap the judgment of your forefathers, then we give you a chance to not experience judgment.
Hey, I want you to see this. So this is actually somewhat new. This fool is going to say that UPK gives you a chance to not be killed during the thermonuclear destruction. Listen to the chance. This is a perverse version of indulgences. The boot kiss is presented in this interview essentially as a One West indulgence. An indulgence was something sold, still is, by Rome to people to get time off of purgatory. Certain meritorious acts could also give you special dispensations of grace, such as gazing upon the jawbone of a dead saint, or venerating Mary at a certain location, or some such nonsense. This man is going to make the boot kiss a One West indulgence. Listen.
You reap the judgment of your forefathers. If you don't want to reap the judgment of your forefathers, then we give you a chance to not experiencing death when Christ comes back. And that is kissing the boot. Kiss my boot, white boy. Now imagine that. Imagine for her to rape, rob, and murder. All you got to do is kiss a boot.
Yo! In 2020...
Y'all listening to this? Are y'all listening to this? Hey, the Most High got the spotlight on these dudes. So if you kiss the boot, you don't go into slavery. Excuse me. Even if you're an Edomite. Edomites get a chance of not going to slavery if they kiss the boot. Madness.
25. This man is saying, look how gracious the commanding General Yohana is. For all the wicked that you have done by way of reincarnation of your ancestors who are now you also, in being one of the wicked nations that Yahweh has not chosen. How gracious it is for the commanding General Yohanan to send his officers out on the streets of Austin, Texas, to give you a chance to lick our boot, so that when Yahushua comes back, you won't be destroyed. You're going to get that chance because of us. We are ministers of grace.
Y'all listening to this? This is a whole new doctrine. This is something new. The Edomites are going into slavery, but if you kiss their boot, you don't have to go into slavery. Or something like that.
Not to die. We sat down and talked for almost 2 hours.
So if you're an Edomite, you're an American Edomite, citizen of America, U.S. citizen, you happen to stroll past ISUPK camp, not one of our camps, but ISUPK, and the brother says, "Kiss my foot, lick my, give me that in Isaiah 49. Lick up the dust of thy feet. Now you gotta kiss my boot." And kiss Jake's boot. They clap, they call him Yasha, and you don't go to you don't get destroyed. The missiles, you get beamed up in the Edomite ship. The Most High putting the spotlight on these guys, man.
Taught me about all of their ideas. We are not African. We said that for the camera. We are not African. But Africans are black. No. Okay, I'm listening.
What? Now, to their credit, question mark, I don't know if you should credit a cult for being true to cultic teachings. They are being true to original One Westism. The Harlem version that came out in 69 grew in the 70s, 80s, and 90s, and really split in the 90s and exploded in the early 2000s and spawn. Anti-African, that's there. IUIC's changed that. Some of the other groups are changing that up. So they're at least being true to that. But this dude just said Africans aren't black, right? What you talking about?
He means to say they're brown. They're not actually black, the color black. Or black is really the absence of colors if you want to go into it. But they're dark brown, mostly almost look black. The ISUPK teaches that if you're born in Africa, you have anything to do with Africa, you're an African. That's not true. You have Israelites that were scattered throughout the whole world, and not all Israelites from Africa, Nigeria, West Africa, were thrown headfirst on slave ships. Some of them stayed in Africa. So you even got, we got brothers in GMS that are so-called West African, but they're Jake.
Well, let's see why are you? What's going on with you? That's not a normal thing to be. We're just studying so that a lot of women who are lesbians, they're just autistic.
Hey, this dude needs to do a counseling show. Officer, I have a daughter who she came out today as a lesbian. Well, actually, because she's autistic.
Dream society.
We believe marriage is sex. So when you lay down with a woman, she is yours.
The apocalyptic future for white people.
Y'all white. I don't have a problem with y'all. It's not a personal problem. But as a race of people, I just suck at being in charge. We gotta think about the kingdom of heaven as being a place where black.
Yeah, man, you guys suck at being in charge, like in China, where all the white people are in charge, like in Japan, where all the white people are in charge, like Saudi Arabia, where all the white people are in charge, like United Arab Emirates, where all the white people are in charge, like Uganda, where all the white people are in charge, like the Congo, where all the white people are in charge, like Indonesia, where all the white people are in charge, like India, where all the white people are in charge, like Bangladesh, where all the white people are in charge, like all these places where bro, what are you talking about? Like, this religion is so America-centric. The way it thinks is so silly,
Hispanic communities are in charge and enacting God's laws. So right now you have black people in jail. They're in jail because of what? They break America's laws.
If Israelite man molests his niece, he goes to jail. But if you're rendering such an Israelite man, It's not just because he broke some white man's law, bro. You see the stupidity in how he frames this? It's not okay either way, is it? You wouldn't allow Israelite men, so-called, molest Israelite nieces, would you? But then again, we're talking about ISUPK. And if any Hebrew Israelite group has a known historical problem with child molesters, in many ways they are the Roman Catholic Church of One Westism. Ooh, I had to say that, sorry. Well, white people are going to be in jail or in chains because they break our laws. They break God's laws. So that's pretty much it, man. I don't know. That's why I say it's kind of simple.
After my
Real simple. We got this 12 tribes chart, it's right in the Bible. We got this Lash one Kodash language. You got commanding Jinohana, second only to Christ, And yeah, there's a bunch of different groups. And yeah, we're named after the original group, but we actually changed the name from the original group. But we're not actually the continuation of the original group, because the guy who was part of the original group actually went off, so he's now a heretic. But we still, respect for what he did when he was in the truth. Arya and what?
initial conversation with Gadai, I really related with their message of division, defining your enemies, and fighting them in real time. So I invited them back with the opportunity of earning a spot in their organization and surprising them with a gift.
Yo! Okay, look. If you have not been paying attention to this program, stop what you're doing. I read a long portion of scripture to start this off, to almost try to make up for the shenanigans that's about to ensue. You're about to see some raw, purebred, honky-tonk shenanigans here in a second, okay? I hope Jay, please let the show be up. I should reach out to him and ask, yo, is it cool? This is on a show called The Fart Locker, by the way. So, on The Fart Locker, he invites him back, and he's going to give him a gift and try to join UPK. Okay, you need to pay attention to this. It's funny and sad. It's everything all at the same time. Listen.
Send them a little bit of goodwill and show my good intention. Oh, we're at an hour? I have a gift for you guys.
Oh, yeah.
Candace, will you get our gift?
Oh, my goodness, man.
Please?
Giving a gift is never good, man.
That's actually pretty fair.
Ain't smallpox, is it?
It's Dr.
Now, I got to get a good shot of this. I guess he's the head of this camp, which is ISUPK out in Texas, Austin. And he's wearing a red MAGA hat. And I believe it says, Make America Great Again, or maybe it says something else. Maybe it's his own hat. So just watch for it. If I can catch a good shot, I'll pause it so you can see it. This is why you don't go on these TV shows and these podcasts and stuff. You just do your videos. Oh, we're gonna invite you on this show. We're gonna invite you on this podcast or this YouTube platform. You don't know what they're gonna say. They might make it like a whole comedy thing.
Blanket.
And I gotta apologize again for the whites guy. I can't apologize enough.
We wanted to present you guys.
That guy's supposed to be Yakub, by the way. The big-headed scientist. That's why he's saying I gotta apologize for the whites, because if you know your Nation of Islam pseudo-history, a long time ago, a black big-headed scientist was experimenting with genetics and accidentally made white people, so that's the character he's playing.
Pre-apocalyptic. Here first.
Which is complete bullshit. And there's no history of some guy named the big-headed Yakub, the big-headed scientist. He created white people in the laboratory, and that's what the Nation of Islam teach, and also formerly the Ansar Allah community Muslims. They go into the big-head scientists and stuff where there's no evidence of that other than their own books, their own evidence.
Fight! Slay! For your choosing!
I made him myself.
What's your skills you have?
I've been told I'm pretty good at making.
Talking to the mic, bitch.
Speak up, boy.
I've been told I'm pretty good at making an omelet.
Omelet. No, man. Let me see. Can you run strong? Can you let me see?
I think emotionally.
Can you do some push-ups? Give me about like 20 of them.
20. 20.
You want to kill your white slave on your first day?
This is what you call working.
You're already saying you've been a slave owner for 1 day!
Don't let the power get to your head, bro.
Dude, these are bosses now.
Who can just get to me? Can I take it home or is it what?
This is yours. He's yours to do whatever you want with.
You gonna love JT? You gonna be the highest of our life.
I thought you would like him. I thought you'd be a housewife.
First of all, this guy couldn't do one push-up, But this is a bad look. This is why I'm sounding like a broken record. This is why you don't go like got Captain Zariak. He's more serious. But this is not the most I didn't say go on these different podcasts. Unless the spirit gets on us and and we know what the part is a serious interviewer. But we don't need that. Remember, we control the narrative. They got to come to us. We don't got to go to them. It's a bad look. It's a bad look.
He could be a housewife too. He's just like a goofy guy.
I sold you a lemon.
He's more of a housewife than a real wife, to be fair. But you guys can call him whatever you want.
Got your receipt?
You know this is most white people, right? You know that this is the general field of
That's
whites.
why you want to be the low class. You should get a little encouragement. That's all.
Yeah, you can coach him up, right?
It's a little encouragement. You know what he's saying, right? He needs a little encouragement, that's all. You know what he's saying, right?
You been alright.
You would whip your sleeves?
What? Of course.
I don't act like that's a crazy question. Don't act like me saying you would whip your sleeves.
I said this.
I think
I said that.
I think I figured why they don't like it.
He said,
I figured why the whites don't like it.
After earning their respect and friendship,
I've never seen anything like this, bro. This is a masterpiece of insanity. Yo, look at this. And he plays it straight the whole time. He's calling the guy boy. He's like, after earning their friendship and trust, the way he plays it straight the whole time. This is some top tier insane satire. Yeah, and you picked that up, Dino? When he said, "Are you strong?" And he said, "I'm strong emotionally." That's the other thing is the guy was giving like the perfect answers. Everyone in this was paying along. He gave him a limit. He said they could be a housewife. Yeah, it's insane. This is like masterpiece stuff.
I was a shoo-in to be able to join them street preaching in downtown Austin, Texas. I knew I needed a little bit of a rebrand in order to join the soldiers out there and to get my boots on the ground.
No, he chose IUIC there, probably because he's going to don the purple. So he is mixing up camps a little bit, but it's okay. I'm probably going to skip some of those parts where he goes to get a haircut.
I went for it. Full send, changed the way I looked entirely.
He's going to go to the black barber shop and get his hair different. And it actually does, it looks a lot better. What are your thoughts about this skit? Is this something that a Christian apologist like myself, who does serious matters, right? But nonetheless, I have a sense of humor, okay, first of all. And here's the thing. This isn't just pure, how do I say it? It's not just pure mockery, because what's happening is you're actually seeing their theology come to life. What they believe, you're seeing some of what they hold to right here as certain things happen. And so it actually, I would say it's instructive to understand what they hold to and what they believe as well. So you're seeing it right there. And so I appreciate that as well. Loco Bird says, "My face hurts. Thanks for the laugh, big homie." Yeah, it's funny, man. Nate says, "This is the best thing ever." Deanie says, "I want to see him in the barbershop, actually." Yeah. Hey, shout out to Walsh. Everyone subscribe to him. Reassembling. Really good program. That's a great brother. He is helping with the book as well as Dino. And Faithful to God's in live chat. Everyone subscribe to him as well. Sorry not all the comments are showing up on the screen. He says, that guy low-key looks like the brother Jesse Walsh. No disrespect to Jesse. Jesse's beard is more awesome than that guy's, LOL. Oh boy, yeah, some wild stuff, right? So don't worry, we're gonna turn the sound back up in a second here. I'm gonna do the comments here and see what people say. And shout out to everybody up in here. We got some great people, and I appreciate every single one of you. Doki Doki Bible Club. Give you guys some channel membership. Just a second. I'm gonna do that. Okay, I'm gonna try to give some away. I think I've got some left. I just sent out 5 to 5 of you. Let me know who's getting the channel memberships. All right. Just sent a number of you channel memberships. Now let's turn this back up and see what happens when he tries to join the ISUPK. Here we go.
Edomites, Edomite devils. Okay, I get it. Okay, I get it. Okay, I totally get it right now. I felt like a 13th century crusader, ready to take my holy war to 6th Street and get shoulder to shoulder with my brothers in arms, the ISUPK. At first, they welcomed me with open arms. My friends high-fiving me, hugging me, having laughs all around. I was excited to finally be on the in-group of this high-control group that I'd been so interested in for so long. Oh, but yeah, you see the... Does that look good? Barbara said I looked light-skinned. That's our captain. That's your captain? Which one? They directed me towards our captain so he could break up a little game for me and show me how it's done on the streets of Austin, Texas.
My name is Tracy Campbell. You watch us 13,000 of the Israelite School, Universal Practical Knowledge.
What I noticed, none of the ISUPK members have fringes on their garments, on the borders of their garments, whether it be t-shirts or whatever. There's no fringes on the garments. And this guy, the Edomite-looking guy, got fringes on, and he got the purple. You know why that? You know where that is.
We out here teaching blacks, Hispanics, and Indians who they are according to the Bible and teaching everybody else what's going to happen to them in the future.
What's going to happen to those that aren't Israelites in the future?
You're going to do what we did.
Which is what?
Work.
I'm an Irish Israelite.
You're Irish? That's
100% actually.
100%.
Yes, sir.
That's good.
Yes, sir.
We're going to need some strong black Irish men to come out there and live and deal.
Well, if you knew the history, there's some. He might be an Israelite. He might be an Israelite. If his father's lines go back to Ireland, he would be a product of the Moors. So you got to tell him that. You know, you can't tell a person he's an Edomite because he looks like an Edomite. You're gonna have Israelites that look like Edomites.
I got this from a guy on Congress and 4th.
Oh, okay.
And I
See, they get that guy with our name on it.
yeah, on Congress and 4th.
Nah, see, that's how I know the white man's the devil. Look at this. The white man got his name of Irish nation on the flyer. He said he got that from somebody.
On Congress and 4th.
He trying to rewrite history in our face with our flyer.
But we're not going to let that happen.
You damn right we are.
How can you tell the difference between an African and an African American?
Oh, you understand? I would say in my mind, white people, under them, it would be like Asians, or the Arabs. It's like a time between y'all and the Arabs.
Respectfully, I think Asians are on top.
Asians wear suits to me. If it was Chinese people at the top, you would be wearing gis everywhere you go.
Like a kimono.
Professionally.
Because that's their culture.
Thank you. The fact that Asians have to wear a white man's suit to be firmer, that means the white man is on the top. So I would go, I'm going to see the Arabs. They wear them dresses.
They do?
So I'm going to go white, Chinese, Arab, and everybody else, right? But you know that everybody else, at the bottom of that is us.
You and me, Israelites.
No, blacks, Hispanics, Native Indians.
An Israelite.
So you're not an Israelite.
I just disagree respectfully.
Irish Edomites.
I'm definitely not an Edomite.
Definitely are.
I'm definitely not an Edomite. No, I'm an Irish man. I'm an Israelite.
Okay. All right. Well, you can be whatever you want to be in your mind. In your mind.
You're gonna have Israelites from Ireland, whose lineage goes back to Ireland's ancestors go back to Ireland, that are actually Israelites that look like Edomites.
When I found out about the story and I heard kind of the background, I said, that's the same thing as that.
No, just because it happened to your people, it doesn't make you.
It doesn't define us.
Exactly.
Yeah,
I
exactly.
keep hitting your business.
Because I think we're on the same team.
I gave you a firm handshake with
Very
every
respectable. Appreciate it.
It was really out of my character to do that.
I think we're really kind. I appreciate you.
It was kind. it was time, and that was the only act of kindness you're going to get. Do you know that Dennis Rodman's father just have a bunch of children in China?
Oh, really?
A bunch. But the blood that he has,
Is this really? Same with us.
your blood is nuts.
I believe in transfiguration. I believe the Lord Jesus Christ teaches, and Apostle Paul teaches us too. Your mind can be completely transformed, and your body can be completely transformed through the grace of Jesus Christ. 100%.
Is the white man the devil?
Absolutely.
Well, go kiss everybody boot, and I believe in your.
I'm an Israelite. I want Edomites and white devils to kiss my boot too.
I see where your transfiguration.
Agree to disagree.
You transformed into a black man now.
Thank you.
Just because you believe in something, you doesn't make you
I don't mean to sound rude, but what's the difference between you considering yourself an Israelite and me considering myself an Israelite?
There's no difference.
After that pep talk, I knew I was ready.
That is one of the funniest conversations I've heard in a long time. You guys watching this, do you understand how perfect this is? Now look, Drewski's thing was funny. It had energy, he had people with him. There's a certain level of kind of quick wham bam humor, right? But this is on a whole nother level though. This is you guys gotta watch them. Hey, now we're watching this video and it's edited, right? It's edited well, by the way. I love the way they edited this. But imagine if you went to Austin and you were there that day and overheard some of this. Imagine if you were there and you saw some of this. You know what the thing? If I came and I was gonna like deal with the UPK in Austin and they came on this particular Saturday and just happened to be there when he was there too, I would just watch. I think unfortunately the ministry would almost be, I would like get distracted because I'd be watching this. It'd be so funny. I'd just be like, bro, what did he said? A transfiguration. He was like trying to say like you can get, like transubstantiation, but for racial categories. Did you catch that? Everything about this is insane.
Just start shouting at some Edomites. White people, Edomite.
Jesus Christ is Lord, man.
Edomite.
Jesus Christ is Lord.
Got it. Jesus Christ is Lord. Initially, the energy was great.
A visitation is coming to America. A visitation is coming to this world. And when that sky cracks, you better pray to the Lord. If you're a white man, you better get down and get ready to kiss boots right now because
You notice none of them have fringes on the bottom of their t-shirts or garments. Well, they have, t-shirts or shirts, low cut shirts, no robes. Some of them look like they can be a part of a motorcycle gang, like this individual right here. They got that militant, Black Panthers, you'd think.
only
Right.
believe, and you could be saved.
Right.
You might be able to be a good house slave. You
Right.
might be able to have a decent life if you bow down to the children of slaves. But for you other people who walk around and look at
He's talking to the other nations. The Edomites, he said. So I guess it's a new thing. Like if they bow down and kiss the boot, that they don't, that they'll be like a house Edomite, as opposed to a field Edomite. Well, you're gonna have house Edomites and field Edomites. So it's not gonna be too bad for the Edomites that kiss the boot of the members of the ISUPK. So the Most High, I guess they figure the Most High records that, okay, that Edomite kiss two brothers' boots. He's not gonna work out in the field. He'll just be a house. He'll be a house Edomite. It's not a good look at all.
things like we done. That day of visitation of America in this world is coming.
It's coming. Vibes were high. We were shouting together, reading our Bibles.
Give me Romans 9.
Give him Romans 9. Give him Romans 9.
How do we need to rise against the first time?
Shut up, Edomite. Shut up, white boy. Kiss my boot, white boy. Kiss my
boot, white boy. You coward. Coward, white boy. The pink-haired commie is so confused. Look at his face. Look, they got a rainbow flag and they're stepping on it, dude. Look how confused the guy is. Hey, look at the pink-haired commie. He's so confused. Look. White boy? You coward? He's so confused. He doesn't understand what's happening. Coward, white boy? Coward, white boy. The timing of this is impeccable. Like, he claps, and then he stops clapping just in time to give the guy a flyer. The timing of this is immaculate. This is immaculate timing at every level. I don't know if you guys are... I gotta watch that again. I'm sorry. Look how confused the pink-haired commie is.
Give him Romans 9. Give him Romans 9.
Now we in the work.
Give him Romans 9. Calling out heretics in the middle of the town center.
We need to rise against the bourgeois.
Shut up, Edomite! Shut up, white boy! Kiss my boot, white boy! Kiss my boot, white boy! You coward! Coward, white boy! Coward, white boy! No, I don't. Racist.
He says you're racist. The pink-haired commie doesn't understand how he goes, how? Because you have the...
When your best friend can do no wrong. With Castlery.
The JT is out. He's beating UPK to the racist punch. Like, they would do all the stuff he's doing, like the boot kiss, but he did the boot kiss before. It's like he preempted them in this particular interaction, so that they could actually blame it on him. This is so funny. Look at his face when he's doing it. Bro, what is this? Hey. It's impeccable time. You're exactly right. Hey. I got tears in my eyes from this. I actually didn't laugh this much the first time I watched it, but now I'm watching it more in depth. It's just killing me. Where's the super chat at? That's not a laughing matter.
White boy? You want to be a good white person? Are you Irish?
I don't give a fuck.
Not Irish at all, white boy. Go ahead, Edomite. Go ahead, get on your knees. Get on your knees, Edomite. Get on your knees, Edomite. Hey, white boy, you believe in something? You believe in something, white boy? That's a coward. Standing shoulder to shoulder with my brothers in arms, finally fighting our common enemy together, the white man. Finally preaching the truth that was given to us, the real Jews, in 1969. I was finally living my purpose as a black Hebrew Israelite. So I believe so much what you guys are saying. I think that there are white people in this country who are demons. And I think we can call them Edomites. I think any language to describe the demons that are oppressing this country is good language. So when I hear Edomite, I go, yeah, those are 100% the boots that are on the back of all of our necks. Those are the oppressors, the bosses, the managers, the police. All of us, yeah.
You Irish, right?
Yes, sir.
Irish are criminals. Irish are gang bangers. That's what Irish are known for. They said Irish was indentured servant.
And wouldn't everything he's saying actually, according to their language understanding, wouldn't it make the Irish fulfill the curses? Do you hear what he's saying? You see what I'm saying? What he's saying now, because this is the stuff that they say about people that fulfill the curses.
They were slaves. You know what Irish did? Irish owed a debt to come to the New World. And after they was free from their debt, you know what they did? They bought slaves. They bought real slaves. That's what the Irish did. And they were still poor. You know how they got out of poverty? They killed and murdered until they got out of poverty. That's how Irish became successful. Because if you want the American dream, you have to do what all other immigrants do. That's not Hispanic. And that's kill to get your way to the top. That's what Irish did. Irish got over here fresh off the boat.
Hey, some of you guys are just now joining us. We're watching JT Kelly. I think he goes by God's Comedian. And he, a while back, trolled ISUPK Austin. ISUPK is a One West Hebrew Israelite group. Stands for Israelite School of Universal Practical Knowledge, led by the commanding General Yohana, second only to Christ. And the comedian is full out joining them without them allowing him to join. And it's, I don't want to say God tier, the kids say that now. Let's say it's D1. This is D1 level trolling.
Stop killing! But the energy started to shift consistently while preaching with my friends. I was getting mixed signals, wondering, how accepted am I really? Oh, wait.
You got bow down right there.
Well, no, I want to be on the team.
You can't be on the team.
No, I don't like that at all.
I tell you to bend down.
I'm not going to kiss your butt, Kadai.
You know what happens if we let you alone organization?
He's using their Hebrew Israelite names. It's so funny that he memorized their Lashon names. And he's got that nasally voice. I'm not going to kiss your boot, could I? I don't like that at all. Yeah, this is crazy. What are they thinking there this day? They've never seen me do it.
What? I disagree. Instead of the waves pressing heavy against the heretics on the street, I felt the wave of anger come from my fellow black Hebrew Israelites towards me, kind of a newbie in the group. I'm the type of Irish that recognizes my bloodline. I recognize the Israelite in me, and I'm in.
Okay, what tribe are you from?
Let me check.
Let me check. He's going to pull out the chart that he made where he crossed and added in Irish. Let me check. Bloody Rabbit, thank you for the super chat. And I'm not 100% sure what you mean, man. My bad. But this is some funny stuff. But thank you for the super chat.
I am from the line of Benjamin.
Hold on, let me see.
Well, I'm sorry. No, I'm not going to through. I'm from the line of Benjamin.
Okay, how you from the line of Benjamin?
My father.
Oh,
His father.
how you know?
I asked.
What proof you have?
What proof do you have, right? I do too.
What's the proof?
My father and his father before him. In the Bible, brother. The Bible that the Lord gave us.
Bro, he's using their line of argumentation against them. This is what I wanted to cover this. Yes, it's funny and there's just some silly stuff in it. But this is an epistemological turnabout via satirical comedy. Do you see what's happening? I gotta rewind that. I want you to listen very carefully. And listen to the line of argumentation, what they ask and how he answers. It's the same vicious circular reasoning offered by a UPKer when you ask them how they know they're an Israelite. He did this earlier when he said, what's the difference? And he's doing it again. This is exposing the shoddy, moth-eaten epistemological foundation of one Westism. Listen carefully.
What proof do you have, right? I do too.
What's the proof?
My father and his father before him. In the Bible, brother. The Bible that the Lord gave us. Right?
So you're saying that basically you don't need proof, you just gotta claim it.
I mean,
That's what I'm saying.
where's my
Let
materialism?
me tell you something, Mr. White Man.
Did you see how he just got them? He just got them. I gotta watch that again because he gets them so perfectly.
I'm sorry. No, I'm not going to do it. I'm from the line of Benjamin.
Okay, alright.
And also get it. Instead of just answering, he hands them his own 12 tribes chart. That's what they do when they stand out with a 12 tribes chart. It was invented by a man who scribbled on a piece of paper that says he received it from the Lord when he was laid up in recovery room after birth.
I would love for vocab to break down Ezekiel chapter 37 verses starting at verse 15, 15, 16, about taking one stick for Judah and the other stick for Joseph, his companions, namely the book of Ephraim, the tribe of Ephraim, put two sticks together. When did that take place, vocab Malone?
Breaking both of his legs because he fell down an elevator shaft, Ariyah. He's handing them a piece of paper that is his certainty as well. Do you understand? Ah, man, this is killer.
How you feel about a Benjamin? My father. Oh. His father. How you know? I asked. What proof you have? What proof do you have, right? I do too. What's your proof? My father and his father before him. And the Bible, brother. The Bible that the Lord gave us. Right? So you're saying that basically you don't need proof, you just gotta claim it. I mean, that's what I said. That's about right.
Let me tell you something, Mr. White Man.
You don't need proof, you basically just gonna claim it. That's what they do. When you press a Hebrew Israelite on this, you know what they say? We don't have to prove anything to you. You're not the standard. You're not the judge. We know the truth. We don't have to prove anything to you.
Give a damn about what you coming out here talking about. We came out here to talk to blacks, Hispanics, Native Indians, and the white man is coming out here doing what he always does. Trying to stop the show. Trying to stop the brotherhood that we come out here to have. And what do you think? I'm one of you too. You are doing exactly what the Jewish man doing. You are doing exactly what the white man has always done.
I don't think I'm doing what the Jewish people
Now
are
all
doing.
of a sudden you an Israelite? No, you're not a Jew. You don't even claim to be Jewish. You're an Israelite from the tribe of Benjamin, and we got to fly you together.
Yes, sir. I'm an Israelite.
Culture vulture. That's what you are. And God said you will always be a culture vulture. It shows how much of a devil the white man really is. And guess what?
There's no way you're talking about
The black people, they gave him a leeway in to think that he's possibly an Israelite. And this is what white people do.
join the religion.
Some dumbass told you because you're Irish that you are a child of God.
Because Arya told you that you were Benjamin or Judah, and now you think you're a child of God. Why is Arya more trustworthy than his scribble on the paper when Arya is a known false prophet and blasphemer? The Lord exposes this wickedness always.
The devil the Bible speaks of. That's who you are. That's who you're going to always be. But guess what? You're going to find out that you're the devil. Somebody give me Job 17. Now what good? This is the book of Job, chapter 17 and verse 13. And don't stand in front of us like you're with us, because you're not with us.
I'm with you.
Don't stand like you're with us. That's what the white man do. The white man thinks that he can join everybody.
I'm in.
The white man thinks that he can be the damn the Egyptian.
That you can be the Egyptian. I've heard this religion called Egyptologist, and it's got all kinds of practitioners. There's different branches. I don't know if you guys know that. The white man can be the African. That's interesting. Just listening.
Goddamn, Elon Musk is what?
South African.
He's an African American. Right. So,
Right.
The same way Elon Musk is an African American, you're an Israelite.
Right.
My name only.
He's right. He's just rolling with it, and the wind salt slows him down.
But somebody wanted to be white. We wanted to join ourselves to white people. But guess what? Now the white man is clinging to you. You are not making a joke out of us because we work for God. You are antagonizing and scoffing God. That's what you're doing. And God is going to show you who you're playing with. Come on.
If I'm
Though
being
he
honest,
heap up silver as
seems
the
like
dust,
much more
as he
negative
as the what?
reaction
Heap up silver as the dust. No, you got all of it.
using
He's whispering to him. If I'm going to be honest, it seemed like a much more negative reaction than I expected.
their great power, which is putting information on a piece of paper.
Bro, this is killer. Did you hear what he just said? He said after learning or using their great power, which is putting information on a piece of paper. That's what the 12 tribes chart is. Now you may say, well, so what, vocab, big deal. You gotta understand. The 12 tribes chart is how a one-less Hebrew Israelite determines who is viable to receive the kingdom of God and who isn't. Do you understand? It's everything. It is the legend, the code reader for salvation.
What? As the dust. And
After using their great power, which is putting information on a piece of paper, like I did with their tribes, and taking clothes that looked like the garb that I needed to wear, and donning it, and changing my beard, and changing my beliefs, I still wasn't allowed in the Black Hebrew Israelites.
See how he's pointing out what they do? And honestly, I was starting to think those guys were just racist. Honestly, I was just starting to think those guys are racist. He came to that conclusion after this great experiment. Here's what I'm worried about. I'm worried about that this is so perfect that people won't actually get it. They won't understand how epically perfect this is. I am somewhat concerned people won't actually, they don't know enough about Hebrew Israelism. That's why I feel like our audience is the best shot to understand. Will you go watch this video for me, please? And then what I want you to do is, I want you to say, hey, Vocab told me to come watch this, or something like that. And great job, you know, because I want us to show.
Anyway, I went to sleep early and I got up and I kind of saw this, so I had to kind of, you know, put this up, make a video on this, and I was kind of half asleep, and I was just watching what was going on. But you know, hey, like I said, you know, this is not a good look. Like I said, this is not a good look at all. Anyway, shalom.